Hey, welcome. Look, the AI revolution isn't coming, it's already here. And its success, well, it all comes down to building on a solid foundation of data. So today, we're going to break down the 6 key principles for building a data foundation you can actually trust. And just how big is this shift? Get this. Gartner says that by 2025, which is right around the corner, generative AI is going to be a workforce partner for 90% of companies around the globe. So yeah, it's not a question of if AI joins your team, but when. And that right there leads to the most important question of all. What happens when this powerful new partner you're relying on is totally unreliable? I mean, what if it's built on a shaky foundation and it's just wrong or biased or not secure? This really gets to the heart of what we could call a hidden data crisis. With all the excitement and all the hype about what AI can do, a lot of people are forgetting the one thing that actually fuels the whole system, the data itself. It honestly boils down to this, and it's so critical. You can have the most advanced algorithms in the world, the most incredible computing power, but it's all completely useless if the data you're feeding it is garbage. This isn't just some small detail. It's the whole ballgame. Let's think about it another way. Imagine AI is a brilliant student. Now, what happens if you give that student a library full of books that are just flat out wrong or have pages missing? You can't really be surprised when they fail the test, right? The quality of what comes out is a direct mirror of what you put in. So the real question is, how do we fix the input? Well, the answer is in a really clear, actionable framework. Let's walk through these 6 core principles for building a data foundation that you can actually trust to power up your AI. First up, your data has to be diverse. This is all about making sure your AI sees the world as it really is, not just, one tiny skewed piece of it. Because think about it, if your data only comes from one specific group of people or one type of situation, your AI is going to have massive blind spots. Imagine a medical AI trained only on data from one demographic. It could be dangerously wrong for everyone else. Diversity is really your best defense against building a biased, ineffective model. Okay, number 2, the data has to be timely. In the world of AI, being up to date is absolutely everything. You wouldn't try to drive your car forward by only looking in the rearview mirror, would you? Well, that's exactly what an AI model is doing if it's trying to predict today's world with last year's data. For AI to give you insights that matter right now, its data needs to be a live stream, not a dusty old archive. All right, principle number 3. Now, this one might sound like the most obvious one, but it's often one of the hardest to get right: accuracy. Seriously, this is non-negotiable. Every little error, every missing piece of information, every typo in your data, your AI model is going to learn it, and then it's going to amplify it. Accuracy isn't just a nice to have, it's the absolute bedrock for building anything you can truly depend on. Moving on to number 4, and this one is all about protection and good governance. Your data has to be secure. And this is about so much more than just stopping hackers. It's about building a system that respects people's privacy and follows the rules. Let's be honest, your customers and your employees are not going to trust an AI system if they don't trust you with their data in the first place.
Okay, our 5th principle is a big one. Your data has to be discoverable.
I mean, what good is the most amazing data in the world if nobody can find it? It's like burying treasure without a map. If your data is locked up in different departments and different systems, it's pretty much worthless. Making data discoverable means creating that map so your people and your AI can actually find and use your most valuable assets. And that leads us perfectly into our final principle: making your data easily consumable. You and I, we can look at some messy notes and probably figure them out, but a machine, no way. For an AI to do its thing, the data has to be clean, structured, and in a standard format. It has to speak the language of computers, plain and simple. So, okay, we've got these 6 powerful principles. But how do you actually know where you stand with them? How can you measure how ready your organization really is for AI? Well, this is where a cool concept called an AI trust score comes into play. The AI trust score isn't just some abstract idea. It's a practical tool. You can think of it like a credit score, but for how reliable your data is. It's about actually looking at your data sets and asking the tough questions. How complete are they? How current are they? How diverse are the sources? To come up with a real number that shows you where you're strong and where you've got work to do. It's really a combined score. By checking out how you're doing in each of these 6 areas, from how diverse your data is to how consumable it is, you can calculate one single powerful number that tells you exactly how AI-ready you truly are. So let's pull all of this together. What does this all mean? What's the path forward from here? At the end of the day, getting this right isn't just a tech problem. Following these 6 principles is about fundamentally changing how we think about data. It's about building the bedrock for a truly reliable, effective, and trustworthy partnership between our own human smarts and artificial intelligence. Look, there's absolutely no doubt that AI is going to reshape our world in ways we can't even imagine yet. So the final question isn't whether or not you'll use AI. The real question is, what are you going to build it on? Will it be a foundation of sand or a foundation of trusted, rock-solid data? The choice is yours.